Hello, everybody. My name's Rick McCutcheon. I'm a Dynamics 365 MVP, and I'm here today on this Partner Talks with Olof Hedin from SignUp Software. Olof, tell us who you are, what you do, and tell us about your company.
Yes, hello. Thanks for having me. So I'm Olof Hedin representing SignUp Software. SignUp Software has been a pure Microsoft ISV since back in 2003. We made a bet then that Navision would survive and Axapta would survive. And we built in an AP automation solution in both of those systems. And that is our core today. And we have 2,000 customers run that. That whole journey has taken us to the NASDAQ. We were a listed company for a while, and then we became private again. And now we're owned by Insight Software out of New York. And we are, of course, looking to be a bigger and greater ISV supporting our great customers all around the globe. Today, we're about 200 people, and the software is used in 65 countries. And quite recently, the extension team down in Holland joined us as well. So now we also got a good portfolio for the supply chain thing. So the product is finance and supply chain. So it's good to support both the room of the CFO and the room of the COO as well. So that's what we do.
Okay, Olof, and I think, you place your bet in the right place because you're in some very high growth markets in this Microsoft world of dynamics and business applications. Today, we're going to talk about a conference, Dynamics Minds, coming up at the end of May in Slovenia. And I know you're a sponsor of this event, so tell us a little bit about your involvement with the conference.
Yeah. So I remember it so clearly because I was off to Marcialonga. That's an Italian ski race. And then Jure, one of the founders there of the conference, he called me and said, hey, I need some people to come to our conference, and he's both a good developer and a good persuader. So we said, sure, we'll come and support you. That's a good thing to get a conference back to Europe after the whole COVID bonanza then. So we went down. We allocated 3 people to go down there and check. We thought it was mainly an F&O thing, but it turned out to be the whole BC CRM and F&O there, and it was just a great thing. So we want to come back. That's the short story how it started. Yeah.
And I think in 2024 it sounds like they're almost going to double the size of the conference in year 2, which is it's a significant growth pattern for such an event.
Yeah, it was a very interesting, and they had put some extra thought process into how to do one of these conferences. And actually, I forgot that we're going to do this today, but I put my socks on, and this is actually from last year. They even gave you socks.
Perfect.
when you when you did that, and some good tea and some Mediterranean stuff, and it was a quite cozy place where everybody were at the same place staying, and also having the dinners and the conference and all the breakout sessions and the stalls outside as well then. So you saw all the people quite frequently. When you go to community summit, they are so huge, but here it was a little bit more, let's say, close community in a very nice way, and good breaks in between to have really good conversations. So we met a bunch of partners, and we met a bunch of end customers that we probably wouldn't have met if we wouldn't have gone to that. Yep.
And I think, the location, they had like 80% of the people say, yes, bring it back to the same location. So, I've never been to Slovenia. I'm looking forward to going there this year, but, it being on the coast that time of year, I think is also a big draw.
Yeah, it was, it was at Hotel Bernardina, it was called. We looked if we fly into Venice or fly into Ljubljana. There was a couple of people went different ways to get there. It was not super convenient to get there. And we had that conversation in the end of last year's conference. Should we put it somewhere else or advise them to do that so it's easier for people to get to? But I think it's, since the people behind it comes from there, it gives an extra nice feel to it. So it's a great location. So
let's talk a little bit about your organization and what are you going to be showing at the conference?
Yeah. So we'll actually show our full portfolio of things. AP automation, of course, being the biggest one, but the supply chain things as well, and then some new things that we see coming up as well. We have built quite a lot of things around e-invoicing and electronic messaging, with the mandates popping up all over Europe. Even though Poland is a bit delayed and France is a bit delayed, Italy is up and running and so on. That's a challenge that all ERP owners have today, how to do that in the most efficient way. So we got some exciting news on that side. We actually also done on the BC side a CO2 reporting thing. We call it Xflow Insights. I wanted to call it CO2 Pilot, Q2 Pilot, but we decided to go for CO2 Insights as well. And that's another regulatory thing that's going to be big for all companies over 250 employees in Europe next year as well, when they have to do that reporting. So financial process automation for the office of the CFO, and then also some things for the office of the COO, where we have some production planning and some project planning tools as well for them.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to seeing you there. It's only a few weeks off now, so I think it's going to be an exciting lead up to it, and I think we're going to get a big crowd out to this conference, and I'm sure your people will be very busy interacting with, partners, customers, and I hear a lot of Microsoft people.
Yeah. They came in big herds last time as well. And we are doubling our staff. We are flying one guy in from Australia to come to this. So,
okay, well, thank you very much. And I'm sure I'll be back talking to you more about SignUp Software in the future.
You're always welcome. Thanks for having me.
Bye for now.
Yeah, bye-bye.